Hoping to escape, the woman with her hands tied quickly stepped onto the log bridge, but who would have thought? In the next second, the woman accidentally fell into the turbulent river. But this also successfully allowed her to escape the enemy's pursuit. By the time she woke up again, she suddenly found a familiar dark figure in front of her. Not waiting for her to figure out what was happening, the other person directly pulled on a rope and climbed up the cliff. Lara quickly followed behind, and after climbing the cliff, she finally realized that the other person was indeed her father. So it turned out her father really wasn't dead, and seeing her daughter again, her father was filled with mixed emotions. He was happy to see his daughter again after 7 years. He was sad that once his daughter came here, her life would be in great danger. This was because an army had been searching for a millennium-old tomb on the island, and the reason he stayed here was to protect the tomb from being opened. Inside was buried the legendary god of death. Legend had it that as long as the god of death saw the light of day again, the whole world would fall into disaster. However, hearing her father say this, Lara didn't believe in any legends. She just wanted her father to leave this place with her. To change her father's mind, Lara resolutely went to the tomb entrance and used her father's handwriting to open the tomb door. With a cracking sound, the tomb was successfully opened. The group quickly went inside, intending to open the legendary god of death's sarcophagus. But before they could walk 2 steps, Lara accidentally stepped on a trap. Suddenly, in the next second, seeing such a situation, everyone was scared. They didn't dare to waste any time and quickly sped up and walked inside. And when they got to the end of the tomb, they finally found the legendary sarcophagus. The leader, the big bearded guy, quickly ordered his subordinates to open it. But suddenly, in the next second, one of the soldiers' arms suddenly began to mutate. It was then that Lara finally realized that what was inside the sarcophagus was not the god of death at all, but just an infected person carrying a virus. All those who came into contact with him would be quickly infected and die. That's why he was called the god of death by the world. Seeing such a situation, the big bearded guy quickly cut off a finger from the corpse, intending to take it back to study it well and sell it for a high price. However, Lara naturally wouldn't let him succeed. She and her father quickly took action and killed the big bearded guy's elite soldiers. But unfortunately, the father was infected with the virus during the fight. He told his daughter to quickly go and kill the big bearded guy, and he would sacrifice himself to destroy the tomb. At this time, Lara's heart was filled with great sorrow. She had just found her father, and now she was about to lose him again. Seeing that her father's mind was made up, Lara had no choice but to get up quickly. At the exit, she finally caught up with the big bearded guy who was about to escape. However, during the struggle, her father quickly detonated the bomb on his body. Seeing the tomb about to turn into nothingness, in a moment of crisis, Lara used a burst of strength.
Send them yourself.
After killing the big bearded guy, Lara quickly ran toward the exit in the explosion. At this time, the swallow-eyed person at the door desperately moved the stones away from the entrance and finally saved Lara's life, who was hanging by a thread. The movie ends here.